Have you ever dreamed of building your perfect theme park? What themes would you build? What roller coasters would you choose? Well, in this series, I'll be answering these questions while building one of the most realistic parks ever built in Theme Park Tycoon 2. Welcome to Clearside Valley. Here we are. Welcome to Clearside Valley. I am super excited to show you guys what I've built so far, and also talk a little bit about the future of the park and what we're going to be building in this episode. Because as you can see, already quite a lot of work has been done right here. So I think the best place to start right here is, well, the actual road that you're driving to the park with. So as you can see right here, eventually I'm planning to build a tunnel which will then turn to the left a little bit. Although as you can see, this hasn't quite been built yet. But then as you can see, the road's actually done here. We've got these really nice lamps. I've got to give a shout out to 𝗕𝗵 because he actually built most of these lamps right here. And I'll also show you guys how this park looks at night as well, with all these lights and stuff a little bit later. You can see on these though as well, we've actually got these banners which are completely custom made by, well, of course me, which I am so happy with. You can also see the logo for the park, which is right here, Clearside Valley. And I mean, there's tons of different variations of these banners right here. We've got one that says welcome. We've got one for the actual app right here. We have one here as well that's actually advertising the annual pass. And we also have some that say drive safe, and you'll see a lot more of those throughout the rest of this video. But as you can see right here, we've actually got a bridge which then connects over to this entrance plaza area. We'll get to that very soon. As well as that, you'll see that there's a ton of road signs everywhere. Like, we've got one here to say that this is an arch bridge. We've got a speed limit sign, one that's warning that there is an upcoming roundabout. Just those little details really make a park feel special, you know? And then in between, we've got these flowers, which look absolutely amazing. I mean, Hazthemcman did a fucking incredible job with these. But yes, as you can see, that all leads up to this roundabout with this Clearside Valley sign, which, if you're wondering, is all made out of primitives. And as you can see, a lot of them at that. And then again, we've got a bunch of trees all around here built by Hazthemcman. And yeah, this roundabout I absolutely love. I think it turned out so well. And just that entrance to the park of coming in and seeing the Clearside Valley sign. And then as well as that, we've also got these floodlights, which are from a security pack. And yeah, of course, if you turn right at this roundabout, we actually get into the parking lot. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, I absolutely love car parks. I mean, they're just kind of something that really makes your park really realistic. They're completely pointless, and that's what I love about them, is that I probably spent like tens of hours on this car park here, and it's not even part of the theme park, and that's what I love about it. But as you can see, we've even got some traffic lights over this slightly raised zebra crossing right here. And these traffic lights actually change, as well as having these ones that are for pedestrians walking across, as you will hopefully see soon. Can you change traffic lights? Oh, there we go. Yeah, as you can see right there, these go red, and then people can actually cross with this green light right here. Again, we've got more of these lights in this darker green color right here with these banners on them again, with stuff saying like, good news, free parking. And while we're here as well, again, we've got another pigeon eating a little chip. I'm not going to mention every single one because there are tons, but like, I just love these little details right here. It just makes the park feel so alive, you know? Anyway, this car park's quite big, so I won't go through absolutely everything. But as you come in here, you can see there's a parking garage that's obviously closed right here. But yeah, we've got a nice little pigeon right here on this height limit thing. And around all these car parks, you'll see again these lights with the actual letter signs on. So this is, of course, the D car park. You can see over here is the C car park. We've got the A car park up here, and then finally the B car park over here. Other than that, of course, we've got this path that runs up here, which then goes all the way over to this entrance area. We've got a bunch of disabled spots right in front of the park because, you know, that just makes sense. And over here, you can see we've got a bus stop with these nice bus shelters, also built by 𝗕𝗵 right here, with some nice little advertisements. I actually want to add this right here, so it's advertising other theme parks. So guys, if you have a theme park that you'd like adding onto this advertisement board, comment down below. I've got a park for the advertisement board, and I'm going to pick 5 random people to add right here onto these boards. Other than that, of course, we've got these taxi ranks right here as a bit of like a one-way queuing system for taxis, as you sometimes have in parks. And yeah, that's pretty much everything for the car park right here. As you can see, there is a lot of details still. Like, for example, these lights right here, I've not even mentioned, which look really nice. I'm actually really happy with how these came out, although they are a lot of pieces, as you can see. And like this tiny little fence, but we're not going to look at absolutely everything right here, because we'd literally be here for like an hour if I looked at every tiny thing. But let's just head over to the tickets and passes area, which I just recently finished, actually. And as you can see right here, we have these floodlights, once again built by Light Blue, I think it is. And for the building right here, you can see this building is in a nice light blue color. We have this tickets and passes sign right here. We also have a tower right here, which I really like. like how that also turned out as well. I do need something to add in here because it feels a bit empty inside of here. Maybe like a light or something. If you guys have any ideas, well, comment them down below, I guess. But obviously, after you've walked through this absolutely massive queue that just winds through this area, you get to these windows right here, which as you can see, I've not done an interior for these right yet. But yep, now we've bought our ticket, we can actually go into the park, which we just need to walk over here. You can see we've got some toilets. There should be a janitor here, but the janitor got slightly killed, so yeah. This car right here is built by Redden as well, by the way. This is also on the workshop. And next to that, you can actually see the exit right here. This is where the gift shop's going to be. We actually need to add some turnstiles and stuff here too, so you can't obviously just walk into the park. But before we get onto that, let's actually head through the main entrance right here. We've got these really cool planters. Again, these trees are built by Hazthemcman, with the planters built by me. Next to that, a gigantic tower right here, which is basically just a bigger version of this. And yeah, we've got this little pigeon right here as well, because I just love details like this. We've got this bridge that I mentioned at the start right here, which basically the idea is that this would actually go over to some other car parks over here somewhere. And yeah, I think that's enough talking about outside the park. Let's actually enter the theme park right here. So we've got these ticket gates right here using my lovely turnstiles, which you can see I've even made a custom image, which just says welcome with the logo right here. I really love how this looks. And that's under this shelter right here, which have these two little miniature versions of these towers, I suppose, right here. You can also see as well, before we continue, there are a bunch of security cameras. I'll chuck up on screen now some cinematics of different security cameras around the park. I plan to add these as much as possible, although it's not really possible to add them in a lot of places, because these are quite a lot of parts. I think these are like, yeah, 25 parts. And I will say something, too many items is like my worst enemy in this park. I keep on hitting it so much. But yeah, now we're actually in the park right here. You can see that not too much has actually been done with the building parts of this park, because I'm first focusing on just this entrance area and also this main street, which I'm going to be building on a little bit today. But I have decorated this area right here with some nice string lights, which I'll show you in a second in the dark. Some more planters, and again, some more banners that just say like, welcome, download the app, and welcome, and just that sort of stuff. Oh yes, and also, I've not even mentioned these benches right here, which are again built by 𝗕men. They are absolutely beautiful. And finally, we do actually have this single rail hill, which I'm not going to show off right now. I'm going to be showing this off actually at the end of this video right here. So keep watching if you want to check out a POV of this single rail so far. And just before we set it tonight right here, of course, I've got to show off this carousel building right here. It's obviously unfinished, as you can see, because, well, this is just missing any windows or anything. And we are going to get this finished in today's video, but we're going to sort that out a little bit later. And before we actually get on with building that, I just want to show you this park at nighttime. So I guess let's turn it night. And there we go, guys. That's absolutely magic, isn't it? Wow, the magic of movie editing. And here we are. As you can see, I've actually put a lot of effort in right here to make this look really nice at night. Especially when we actually come into the park right here with these fairy lights, which this area, to me, it just feels so cozy. Like, this just feels really weirdly homely. And of course, you can see in just the rest of the park right here, it's fairly well lit, but not too overlit, I guess. I want to just point out again these floodlights because, you know, this is obviously a British theme park, if you couldn't tell by the 9,000 different British flags all over the place. And part of that is that I want to make it just kind of realistic to an English park. And in real life, they would not have like fancy lighting. They wouldn't chuck these sort of lights in this area for the tickets and passes, because who really cares? Let's be real here, guys. The tickets and passes area would be closed by the time it's nighttime anyway, so they don't really need nice lighting here. And yeah, just around the rest of the park, you can see it's fairly well lit, but not too overlit, I guess. Let me know what you think down below, because I'm completely new to like nighttime lighting. It's something that I never really do, so let me know if I've actually done a good job or not down below, I guess. Oh yeah, and also I should mention as well that the Clearside sign right here is actually lit up in just a little bit of blue right here, which I think does look really nice. And yeah, with that, I've pretty much summarized a couple of months worth of work into about 10 minutes. You're welcome, guys. And speaking of, now I've actually shown you the entire park, let's actually get on with building. And well, here we are. We've got a lot to do still with this building. And although we do have this facade right here, we need some windows because it's looking a little bit blank right now. First, though, we do need a windowsill. I think I'm going to make this one a bit of a wider one in the middle right here. Just something like that. Let's give that a nice paint right here. And then we're just going to add a piece on the left and right of this. Maybe just thicken those up just a little bit here. And then I'm not sure what to do here, because we could either drag these all the way up to these parts right here and have this as one big window, which I kind of like the idea of actually, or we could add a top piece like this. I think I'm actually going to drag it all the way up here so that it connects in with these beams. And then let's add some pieces in the middle of this window right here, and then just to cap that off right here, just another piece like that. And then right here, well, this window isn't looking much like a window. It's kind of just, well, a frame up against a wall. Maybe what we can do right here is just add a part in the window like so. And then if we just make that like this sort of color, and then I think maybe sand or maybe even glacier right here, we can kind of make like a frosted window. Although it definitely does need to be a little bit less blue, but I mean, yeah. In fact, I've just thought as well, we can actually add a bit of glass over it, and maybe that'll make it look even more realistic. Let's give that a try. It kind of does help. Yeah, I think that does make it look more like a real window, right? I don't know. Like I said, you guys will have to let me know down below, because I'm not too sure with this. Okay, but that's one window down, but we still have a couple more to do right here. So without further ado, I feel a montage coming. First, we'll grab this window right here. We'll just copy that over and get this into the middle. I want this to be a bit of a smaller window right here. So let's move that into the middle. Move this over by 0.15, I think. Make this a little bit smaller. Realize that's not in the middle and wonder, oh no, is this one also not in the middle? We'll not worry about that. Let's just fix this window. And next, we've got this tower right here. Let's just copy this same window. I think we can pretty much just reuse this. We'll add one window here at the bottom. And I think one up here that will maybe just stick out a little bit. We're going to do something a little bit different with this window. Of course, they could both do with, you know, tops to the windows too. And we'll just add these just like so. And then for this window up here, I want to basically add some windows onto the side too. And we'll do that by basically just bringing all of this back right here. Let's add one of these pieces, of course, too. And then, yeah, I guess that kind of works right here. Now, all we need to do is actually add a bit of roof on. So I'm literally just going to copy this roof right here. And then if we just bring this forward, I think we could literally just stick that on right here. Yeah, that works. That pretty much does what I wanted it to do, yeah? Okay. And then finally, just to finish off this, we just need to add a little triangle piece in here just to fill up this gap, which I'm actually going to make wooden planks, I think. And yeah, there we go. That window montage done, guys. The only thing that we do need to do is actually add some of these kind of wooden slanty pieces and like almost supports, I guess. And also add all the glass into all the windows, which is really, it's just boring as hell. So I guess I'll see you in 10 minutes. Yeah, I did the stupid fucking clicking thing. Like, that wouldn't take that long. I mean, that didn't take any time at all. Well, anyway, as you can see right here, I've added all of these detailings right here. I guess, you know, I'm pretty happy with this right here. The only thing that I'm not quite sure on what to do right here is, well, this space down at the bottom. Obviously, we've got these bricks here, but it's just kind of empty right now. Let me know what you think down below if you've got any ideas for what we can put right here, because I'm not actually sure what I want to do with it right now. Anyway, before we do actually move on to the inside right here, I do want to add just a little window in this area here, and also maybe some flower boxes. We do have some in the game which aren't actually that terrible, although they are a little bit big, and I can't size them down either, which is quite annoying. For now, let's just add these in, though, just so we can see how this will look, and we can, of course, change these a little bit later. I do like them, though. They do look pretty nice, actually, even though these are way too big, really. Anyway, then, one last thing I want to do is, of course, add this little window, and I'm literally just going to grab this window right here, and I'm just going to size... Oh, I can't size it down. Well, in that case, we'll add this one right here, and then I'll just make it a little bit smaller myself, I guess. And, well, there we go. I think that's pretty much this building done. It does feel like maybe I need something right here, and there's also a bit of a blank space here, but honestly, I think this works fine for now. We can always come back and change some stuff a little bit later. Now, though, let's actually head onto the inside right here. But first, let me just take a little bit of a sip right here. Don't do that with a latte. That doesn't work very well. So first of all, I actually want to just get rid of these walls right here, because I don't think I do want any walls here. And then, of course, we need to work out our queue. Now, I think we're literally just going to have this space right here, but we can still definitely fit something in right here. So let's just add a little loop back. Oh, I hate it when it does this. Why? Why, deadass? Okay, attempt 2 right here. I guess we'll run it all the way to here. And then this right here could be the entrance with some fencing coming along here. Oh, and also, this is actually a good time to say, if you would like this carousel in your own theme park, we can get this simplified version of the carousel right here with this shelter, the exact same as what we've got over there. It is actually really, really nice. Obviously, not quite as detailed as the one in my park right here, because that's literally like 3,000 parks. But it is still really nice. If you want to use this in your park, check out the Theme Park Tycoon 2 workshop, where you can find literally hundreds of other blueprints. And as well as those, of course, you can find the link to this carousel. Oh, and also, if you do actually use it, make sure to let me know. You know, send me a photo on Discord or Twitter. Okay, but now let's get back to this queue right here. Let's just first add a big bit of concrete. That's just going to fill this whole space right here. And then I guess we need to get some fences in right here. Maybe we should actually use the ones that I've been using, well, on the actual building here. And then, like I said before, we're going to have the entrance to the ride right about here. So let's actually go through and add these posts in first, seeing as then we'll actually know where the queue's going. And there we go. That's all of those posts in, I think, right here. And then now let's actually add these top and bottom parts, I guess. And there we go. That's in. Although I am noticing that this is quite a short fence. I mean, you know, the Roblox character's quite short, so it doesn't look bad here. But if you look at it compared to the rest of the building, it's like at your knees. So I am actually going to grab all of these right here and just lift them up by, I think, a quarter. Which totally isn't a pain at all, because now I have to get every single one of these posts and lift them all up one by one. Oh my god. And now we need to, of course, add all of these in-between pieces, and then some concrete running along the front right here. And then, of course, we'll just copy these over to all the other fences too. Okay, and there we go. That was actually pretty simple. We've got all of our fences in here. Although I'm not gonna lie, they feel a little bit weird now they're actually taller. Maybe if we just add a piece like this that kind of runs through the middle of them. Actually, maybe let me just try one last thing. I'm going to try one last thing. How about that? I actually think that doesn't look too terrible. Maybe it just needs to be a little bit lower like that. Okay, you know what? I actually think that looks pretty good. Let's chuck that all over. All right, and there we go. We've got a bunch of fences in now. Now we just need to actually work out kind of the walls for this area. So I, of course, want to bring these walls just along here, just so, well, this queue makes sense. And then, of course, here we need to make it just a little bit bigger for the actual carousel. So I think we're just going to add a wall along here, and then maybe just a little diagonal piece. Maybe just 22.5 degrees here. Just add that in, and I guess that should work. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, rather than putting the baggage reclaim in the walls, it would probably make a bit more sense if we just had like some storage bins here or something. But first, I just want to extend this fence just running up to these gates right here, because it just makes sense. And unfortunately, there is no way to disable these gates right here. Dennis, please add that into the game. That would be lovely. So we're just gonna kind of have to deal with them. I guess they're just gonna be here, whatever I do. But now let's actually just grab these walls and basically just drag these up right here. Because for now, I'm just gonna keep these plain, and then I'm not exactly sure what we're gonna do for the walls inside of here. But that's a future Josh problem, not a current Josh problem. Okay, and here we go. We've now actually got some rough walls in. So it's actually, you know, starting to look less unfinished, I guess. Just for now, I'm gonna paint it this white color right here, just so it's not, you know, bright blue. But I think we leave it there for today's video in terms of building. Because, well, obviously, this is going to be already quite a long one with all the tour around. And, of course, there's still one last thing to do. And that's to take a look at this single rail right here. Which this right here was actually built by 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗿0808. So I think it's only right to get him in here. Watch this, guys. It's a great magic trick. I'm gonna make 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗵 appear out of thin air. 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Here's 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗵.
What? Wait, what? Hey, why am I here?
Okay, let's cut the GCSE drama lesson now, and let's have a look at this coaster right here. Okay, so 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗵, explain a little bit about this coaster here, because of course you built this with the layout and stuff.
Yes, you requested me to build a coaster that was very compact, since of course with the plot was small. And then like a month later we got bigger plots. So it's now a bit weird looking that it's so compact.
But it's still a really good coaster right here. Like, to say how compact it is.
Yes.
I mean, let's give it a ride.
It is pretty smooth, and the whole track has been like, there's a lot of like decoration. You can see like the connectors that have been made by hand and placed everywhere, which taken too long.
They are very, very nicely detailed and very much MB filling as well. But as you can see, it's a very smooth ride. Like, it is pretty smooth, and I really like the layout as well. It's a really nice layout, you know.
And there's a lot of why did we stop here? We are having technical issues. Oh, we are continuing. And this is not supposed to happen. But yeah, this coaster has 7 inversions. It's quite a lot.
It's a very thrilling ride. It's like the new ride of the park as well. The idea of this is it's like the newest big investment of the theme park, obviously. And then we're going to be theming this right here to kind of like tornadoes and that sort of stuff. It's going to be very interesting. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to work. Like, it might look just completely terrible, but we're going to give it a go right here and, well, see how that looks. And we're going to be looking at that actually in the next episode right here. But now, guys, before we do end off right here, I want to do a very fun thing. So I'm just going to go into the settings right here and unload the theme park. And there's a reason for this because, well, this park right here is using quite a lot of pieces in it because, well, I mean, you saw it, guys. So I think it's time to check the MB and how much it... Oh, no. And you thought Benny's Movie Park 2 was bad, guys. Oh, God. But, guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you did like it and you don't want to miss the next episode, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below. And other than that, of course, thank you so much to all my members who are popping up on the screen right now. You guys are absolutely amazing. You allow me to make bigger videos like this. And especially thank you to my top level members. That's 𝗕𝗵𝗵𝗿 and 𝗬𝗬𝗬𝗬. Thank you so much to you two. But other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check this video out. That's up on the screen. And other than that, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll see you all in another video.